Hello everyone! In today's video I would like to talk to you about topic of having enough time for your school life, hobbies, personal time and coding, because it is hard to practice your skills every day and we get so overwhelmed with school, exams, homework, and we also want to have free time and we also want to pay attention to our mental health that we might not have enough time to do coding or programming every day. So today I would like to give you a few tips how I manage my time and how I try to be more productive and have less procrastination in my life, and also I will give you a little review on my schedule and how I set my weekly targets. So if you're interested, keep watching. So I will start with reviewing my week and what I do each day of the week, so maybe you can steal a few tips from me. And it's pretty simple. On Mondays and Tuesdays I don't do much because I come home at like 5 p.m. because I have really long days in college on Mondays and Tuesdays, so I usually just lie down, rest, and sometimes I do little revision, like watching videos or something I can do from my bed literally before going to sleep. Or also I kind of use different websites. We have a special app from our college where we have all the revision materials, so it's really nice to revise while you're in bed, not using too much brain power for it. Sometimes I'll also edit my videos or do some activities for myself, like playing games with my boyfriend for example, or reading books. At the moment I'm reading Reckless. I just need to give you a little recommendation, and I really like it. It's a good strategy if you want to distract or take your mind off all these real life problems. So this is what I mainly do on days when I'm really tired. And on Wednesdays I have my work experience, so I just go to school and help kids and students and help them with computer science, help during lessons. So I come home and usually on Wednesdays I go to gym because lately I started prioritizing my health, and we are going to talk about it a bit later about the prioritization and why it's important. So when I come back from gym I'm obviously really tired, so I do like little tasks the same with like websites, revision. And what I find helpful, this is a good tip, is starting right after I come home. So I don't give myself time to rest after gym. I start doing something what I need to do right after, because I know the minute I lie down, the minute the phone gets in my hand, that's it, I'm stuck there for hours. And I really hate it. I procrastinate till it's too late and I'm like, oh well, it's kind of nighttime, I don't want to do anything now. So I usually just sit straight, do some homework or whatever I need to do, and then I can rest. Because after I come home from gym I'm all like, kind of motivated and full of energy. I don't know if that works for anyone else the same as it works for me, but I find it useful. So don't let yourself get stuck in the phone or in bed or fall asleep. Do your work and then you can have rest. That's my mindset. Also, if we are talking about procrastination, how I try to avoid it is sometimes I deactivate my Instagram or TikTok just so I don't have any access to it and I'm not tempted to go and spend hours on there. Or also, I didn't try this yet, but I really want to try to set like time limits for how long I can use social medias or like certain platforms, so I don't spend too much time, because right now my screen time is a little bit too much and I'm working on reducing it. So if you also want to try to reduce it, I would recommend deactivating your accounts for some time when you know that you need to focus, especially in exam periods, or just limiting your overall time on your phone. Then on Thursday I have shorter days in college, so I come back and usually do my homework or anything I need to catch up with. And again, then in the evening I can have some time for myself, like games or reading or whatever I want to do. So I try to do the main thing first, so then I can have some rest. On Fridays I have extremely short day in college, so usually this is my self-care day, Fridays. So I go out somewhere with my mom to like, or my friends, so do some fun stuff. And I think that's a good strategy because Friday, for me, always Friday been like, okay, this is my rest day. I'm not doing anything on that day at all. So I usually just have some walk, fresh air, mental health. And then I usually go to gym in the evening and basically just rest for the rest of the day. Then on Saturdays, this is my main day for all my homeworks, for my videos. So I have a lot of revision on that day, and I still try to combine it with personal time, but mainly I just do my revision and homework and try to catch up with everything. Then on Sundays, by the way, I'm looking there because I have my little schedule there. On Sundays, I go to gym in the mornings and then I have rest of the day free, so I either do my homework or here I am doing some extra things for programming, for example, doing like cybersecurity courses or trying some things on my own. And here I would like to mention a thing that because in college I do a lot of programming, I don't really need to try to find time to do programming, but if you're in school and programming is not your main subject, you need to find maybe at least 30 minutes a day to program. How I used to do it, because before I was homeschooled, and every evening, absolutely every evening, I had a task for myself to do at least a little bit of programming, and I usually did like hour or 2 hours in the evening right before bed. And I think that's what helped me to learn programming, to be honest. I think that's a really good strategy because coding is mainly practice. You can't do like 5 hours and then for the rest of the week you don't do anything. That's not helpful. You need to kind of consistently do practice, even if it's like 20 minutes a day. This is what I learned, and this is a tip I still use. And whatever you want to learn, every day practice little steps. This is the best way to learn. Don't try to do it all on Saturday in one day and then just kind of quit. That's not helpful. Just try to kind of segment it to little parts and make a schedule and learn this way. Now I would like to talk about prioritization of the tasks. And right now my main focus is college because I have exams coming up. So obviously the main thing I do is revise and do all the homework. So my second focus is always health. You always have to prioritize your mental health, your physical health. That's why I started going to gym and kind of have rest times, because I get too focused on my studies and then I get overwhelmed and anxious. So please be careful and always put your health on top. So, and then my third focus is kind of self-development, doing courses for myself, developing whatever skills I think I need to do, and have time for my hobbies. This is also essential. Going outside, reading, playing games, watching movies, whatever you like. It's personal decision, and I think it's really important to have time for these little moments of joy. So please don't forget and don't get too focused on your goals, because you can't reach anything if you don't have this balance. So be mindful of this. So lastly, I would like to highlight the top tips that I would like to give. And first one is identify your priorities and make a flexible schedule. By flexible, I mean I hate being like restricted. I hate being like on Wednesday I have to do this, on Thursday I have to do this, on Friday no, I hate this. I just set out the tasks I need to do, and then whenever I feel like doing them, I just get on with it. I don't have a specific day, unless it's a deadline, of course. My phone keeps telling me that I don't have enough storage and cutting me off in the middle of sentence, which is pretty annoying, but anyway, we'll keep going. So I stopped at talking about flexible schedule. So yeah, don't restrict yourself, because sometimes it's really hard to make yourself do something you not really want to do. So just try to adapt and kind of do it like this. That's what helps me. So then also don't forget to obviously have time for your hobbies. If you like gaming, game. If you like watching movies, watch movies. go outside, do whatever makes you happy, brings you joy, because this is really important to not to drown in this loads of work and homework and school. So just kind of have breaks, take it easy. And then also set goals. For example, my weekly goals, I don't set like big ones, even though I have like kind of imagine what I want to reach in the end of the year, for example, having high grades. But in the week, for example, my goals, make one video, kind of do all of the homework so I don't need to catch up during the holidays, just go outside, go to gym 2 or 3 times. This is my goals, and as you can see, they all in different areas: mental health, physical health, homework, school, coding. So I try to have a set goal for each of the aspects. And then also remember that coding is practice. Try to implement coding in your daily life, either in the morning or evenings, or have like specific time, or like at 5 o'clock I'm gonna do coding till 6, like this kind of every day, so you get in this routine of learning every day. This is going to really help your brain to set and manage better and remember better. So maybe this is helpful, I hope. And lastly, I would like to advise you to balance everything. Don't push yourself too much on schoolwork, and at the same time don't procrastinate too much, and try to keep up so you don't have a lot of catch-ups to do, because there is no bigger panic than understanding that you have this much work and you want to rest and you don't know what to do. So try to keep up to date with everything so you don't have to be doing everything in extra speed later. And stay motivated. What helps me to stay motivated is the feeling of fulfillment and satisfaction after I know that I did everything that I wanted to do, and I feel no guilt for not doing anything or kind of procrastinating too much. So just balance it. This is all I had to say. If you want more videos like this, please leave a comment and kind of maybe give me ideas what you want to see on my channel. And by the way, I've created a Discord channel because people asked me in last video, so you can find a link to it in my description, caption, the whatever. And there we can share our experience and learn programming together, give each other useful tips, and just have a community. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful. See you next time.